What scouts are saying about Cristiano Jr. will absolutely blow your mind. One just called him very average, while another compared him to his legendary father. Scouts from 16 European clubs just watched a 15-year-old for 20 minutes and are already making calls to their directors. Meanwhile, another 12-year-old has coaches questioning if they're witnessing the next football legend. These aren't just any kids, and what scouts are saying about them will shock you. But first, let me tell you what happened when 16 clubs sent their best scouts to watch just one game. 2025 is the year these kids moved from being just celebrity children to becoming real prospects that professional scouts are tracking seriously. Their confidential reports reveal shocking truths about pressure, talent, and sky-high expectations. Some assessments are brutally honest, others are glowing with excitement. The scouting world is completely divided on what they're seeing. Let's start with the most watched 15-year-old in football right now. 1. Cristiano Jr. Scout Reports. The football world stood still when Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. made his Portugal U15 debut at the Vlatko Markovic tournament in Croatia. But what the scouts wrote in their reports afterward will surprise you. This wasn't just any youth game, it was a scouting bonanza. At least 16 European clubs sent their best talent hunters to watch this 15-year-old, including giants like Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Juventus, Inter Milan, and Atalanta. When he stepped onto the pitch wearing the iconic number 7 shirt, the same number that made his father famous, every scout in the stadium had their eyes locked on him. He played 53 minutes as a substitute in Portugal's 4-1 victory over Japan, and the reactions were immediate but divided. However, one scout's assessment was brutally honest. The positive reports described him as showing genuine talent beyond just the legendary surname. Scouts noted his technical ability playing as a left winger, the exact same position where his father started his career. His 6'3" height at just 15 years old caught everyone's attention, and observers praised the solid technical foundation he's built from training at elite academies like Manchester United and Juventus. But here's the shocking part. One report stated bluntly, he's a very average player. This brutal assessment raised questions about whether the massive interest is genuine talent recognition or just because of his famous name. Mixed reviews on his actual performance level have created a divide in the scouting community. But here's what they all agree on. Every scout acknowledged his physical advantages and the quality coaching he's received. However, they also noted the enormous pressure he faces and the need to develop away from his father's shadow. Most importantly, every report concluded it's still too early to predict his professional potential. And the club that's most likely to sign him might surprise you. With eligibility to represent multiple nations including Portugal, USA, and Spain, his early career choices will be crucial. The pressure of constant comparisons is already showing, and scouts emphasize he needs an independent development path to truly succeed on his own merits. 2. Thiago Messi Scout Reports. The internet exploded when reports claimed Thiago Messi scored 11 goals in a single game for Inter Miami's U13 team. But there's something about that story that no one is talking about. The viral story about his supposed 12-0 victory over Atlanta United was later debunked as complete fake news, yet it reveals something fascinating about the mythology building around this 12-year-old. The fact that millions of people believed a kid could score 11 goals in one game shows the intense interest and sky-high expectations surrounding Lionel Messi's eldest son. The real scouting reports reveal something much more interesting. At the MIC football tournament in the Dominican Republic, Thiago delivered performances that had scouts taking serious notes. Playing in the very same tournament his father participated in back in 2003, Thiago scored a stunning goal with an outside foot finish that reminded observers of prime Leo Messi. Wearing the iconic number 10 jersey, he celebrated calmly, while social media exploded with comparisons. Scouts have observed impressive dribbling ability for his age, noting how he glides past defenders with a natural ease that seems almost genetic. His vision and passing are already developing beyond his years, and most importantly, he demonstrates remarkable composure under pressure, a trait that separates good players from great ones. Like his father, he's naturally left-footed and shows an instinctive understanding of space and timing. But scouts are most concerned about one thing. The pressure factor is immense. Thiago himself admitted he gets more nervous playing football than watching his father play, revealing the psychological burden he carries. The constant media attention from such a young age, combined with comparisons to arguably the greatest player ever, creates an environment that few young athletes could handle. And here's what scouts predict will happen in the next 5 years. At just 12 years old, Thiago still has plenty of time for natural development. Inter Miami is providing a good environment away from the European spotlight. allowing him to grow without excessive pressure. While European clubs are monitoring his progress, none are approaching yet, understanding he needs space to develop. Most importantly, he'll eventually need to choose between representing Argentina, Spain, or the USA, a decision that could shape his entire career trajectory. 3. The scout verdict. After months of watching, analyzing, and debating, football's top talent hunters have reached their conclusions. So here's what the professionals really think. The unanimous agreement is clear. Both Cristiano Jr. and Thiago Messi possess genuine talent that extends far beyond their famous surnames. This isn't just celebrity worship or marketing hype. These kids have real footballing ability that would catch scouts' attention even without their legendary fathers. However, the paths ahead for both young players are dramatically different. Cristiano Jr. is facing immediate pressure and scrutiny that most professional players never experience. At 15, he's already being tracked by Europe's biggest clubs, with scouts filing detailed reports after every appearance. The expectations are crushing. Every touch, every decision, every game is analyzed through the lens of his father's incredible achievements. Some scouts worry this pressure could stunt his development, while others believe it will forge him into a stronger player. Meanwhile, Thiago has more time for natural development. At 12, he's still in the exploration phase where mistakes are learning opportunities rather than career-defining moments. Scouts appreciate that Inter Miami is providing a relatively protected environment where he can develop his skills without the intense European media spotlight that follows his father everywhere. Neither is guaranteed to reach their father's legendary level, and scouts emphasize this is perfectly normal. The genetics might provide a foundation, but football greatness requires a perfect storm of talent, dedication, opportunity, and mental strength that can't be inherited. The ongoing debate among scouts centers on early specialization versus broad athletic development, with most favoring a patient approach. Family support systems are proving crucial for both players' success. Both Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi understand the pressures their sons face and are actively working to provide guidance while allowing independent growth. The bottom line from the scouting community is optimistic but realistic. The potential is genuinely there for both young players, but development environment matters more than genetics. The next 2 to 3 years will be absolutely crucial for both careers, as they transition from talented kids to serious prospects. Most importantly, the interest from top clubs is genuine. This isn't just celebrity worship, but recognition of real footballing talent that could shape the sport's future. So there you have it. The truth about what football's top scouts are really saying about Cristiano Jr. and Thiago Messi in 2025. From brutal honesty about being very average to genuine excitement about incredible potential, it's clear these kids are more than just famous surnames. Which assessment shocked you more? The scout who called Cristiano Jr. average, or Thiago's stunning tournament performances? Do you think either will actually surpass their legendary fathers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed these exclusive scouting insights, smash that subscribe button and hit notifications for more behind-the-scenes football content. Thanks for watching.